This week on Love 225, some women struggle with doing their own hair, but not these girls. We've got cosmetologists in the making, y'all, and we're going to tell you how they are kicking off their own futures. Can't wait to show it to you. Plus, if Smoke Bayou rings a bell, take a look at this. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, do we have a very special treat just for you. We're finally meeting the infamous chef behind Smoke Bayou. Wait till you see this. This is for the barbecue lovers. You make sure you stick around for that. And later, we're getting a look into what these junior cosmetologist skills are, from curls to braids. They might be your future hairstylists. We love it. And if you don't love Baton Rouge, that's because you don't know Baton Rouge. And if you don't know Baton Rouge, you're about to. I'm Brandy B. Harris. This is Love 225. Hey, yes, it's always a party here on Love 225. We've got so many friends that we've been making all across the capital area. And we're gonna show you some of the friends we've been making in the last few weeks, from sticking a fork in cancer to Baton Rouge's own Boosie Boo talking to us about Boosie Bash, 225 Fest, the most delicious in-home bakery, and so much more. Now, you may remember, friend of the show, Where to Go 225, she's been raving about our upcoming guests, and we've got him here. The smoke is filling up the Love 225 studio, and he's whipping it up for us. So we can't wait to share with you why Jordan Basham says Smoke Bayou is her favorite local spot. So let's cut to a quick break. When we come back, we're smoking that. Smoked meats, that is. We'll show you all the friends we've been making right here at Love 225. Do not miss it. You'll want to stick around. We'll be right back. Often goes unnoticed, but knowing how to do your own hair and you benefit from that, especially for young girls. And this summer, girls can get hands-on experience learning the basic skills of hair care and become true professionals. And joining me today to talk all about Junior Cosmetology, this awesome, awesome organization, the founder, creator, originator, Ms. Dana Hayes. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's great to be here, Brandy. I appreciate you inviting me.
So talk to me about, as a little black girl, obviously I spent a lot of Saturday mornings in the hair salon, and my mom, we really struggled learning how to do hair. That's a struggle that a lot of girls face. Talk to me about why you started Junior Cosmetology.
Well, I started Junior Cosmetology in 2016. I am a hairstylist. I've been doing hair for over 30 years, but my mom was a hairstylist in Port Allen. She was a business owner, and she had been doing hair for over 40 years. My sisters do hair. I have nieces that does hair.
So you spent way more time in the salon than I ever could have.
Exactly. So I can remember being about 9 or 10 and coming home from school, and then my mama saying, like, wash those, rinse those jerry curl rods out. And so I was always in the salon, so I got a chance to, like, be hands-on, put clients underneath the dryer, put conditioner on the hair. So I was very inspired by my mother and decided I wanted to be a cosmetologist.
Like a little shampoo girl.
Yes.
in the old days, that's what they called it.
Exactly.
So talk to me about what made you say, I'm going to start teaching other little girls about hair care and cosmetology.
Well, just one day, it just kind of popped up in my head. It just was an idea just from nowhere. And then because I had been exposed to it, I thought other girls would probably enjoy it. So I came up with the name Junior Cosmetology. And I went from there. I started going to like different schools. I was going into the neighborhoods teaching, just the basic fundamentals, because we both know adults who can't curl their hair.
It's not just for juniors, it's for everybody in experience.
Exactly. So even if they don't become cosmetologists, these are just skills that they're able to take with them when they do, go to college. They don't have to work, at fast food. They'll be able to maybe like braid on the side or do something like that to be able to, have some extra money for themselves. So that's
flat irons in the dorm. I know a lot of girls that offer silk presses and braids in their dorms and stuff like that. So talk to me about the mission, because like you said, you are a business owner, your mom was a business owner, so you've seen firsthand the impact that cosmetology can have on women, but it's not just business and entrepreneurship. You told me STEM, because you're learning a lot into this, right? Talk to me about that.
So we do go over a little bit of STEM with the color wheel, like if your hair is red, what color cancels out what color to get, the ideal color that you're trying to achieve. So we do work with that, and we do know that STEM with the mathematics, you have to have the right equal proportions, you know, the different levels. So that's what we just touch on, just a little bit of that. So we do sometimes have color in there, like if the hair is blonde, and we put red, like little color on there, not real color, but just like little rinses on there. So it's like super fun for them, but they're also learning.
What do you think they're getting out of participating in this? What are they getting outside of just learning how to lay edges and do braids and do cool hairstyles? What do you think that they're really learning?
I think a lot of them are getting confidence. You know, a lot of them come in, some of them don't even know how to hold a comb, but just by learning how as something as simple as holding a comb the proper way, you know, they feel excited and accomplished by that. Being able to lay edges, that's something that they all trying to do. So they were like, can I lay edges? Can I lay edges? You know, just doing a simple parting. I mean, if you're going to do a half up, half down, at least have your parting straight. Be able to know how to present yourself to the public. So I think that Junior Cosmetology is here to inspire. We're inspiring the young men and young girls and boys. So we're not just for one gender. So if they're interested in Junior Cosmetology, we welcome them.
So top skill that you think they come away with Junior Cosmetology?
Flat ironing with the curling iron. Curling with the flat iron.
Curling with the flat iron.
Yes,
getting those good barrel curls.
Yes, and that wrist work and knowing that you have
I can't
to keep
do it.
turning.
That's why I just cut all my hair off, because I can't do it.
It is so beautiful though. I love it.
It's so difficult to use that flat iron.
Yes.
So they are really, have you seen any of your students go from this to maybe making money from it or doing something more with it?
Yes, I have a few students that, you know, maybe like some years ago they did Junior Cosmetology and they went out to cosmetology school. I have one young lady I ran into and she took Junior Cosmetology as well. And she followed in her sister's footsteps and went, you know, she's in cosmetology school now. So the ones that you know have it, they're very interested and they go further with it. You know, they feel like it's something that they can do. You know, it maybe to them is not hard to do and something that they want to do.
I'm very excited to see more. I know you brought a bag to show the kind of tools that the girls get when they join, and we've got some of the junior cosmetologists here.
Yes,
if we can pull up that full screen of information so that folks know where to go if they want information, you can email Dana. We've got that email address right there. That's their beautiful logo. I think that's so cute. And at Junior Cosmetology, follow them on Instagram. Make sure you sign up. Make sure you follow them and have your notifications on because they're going to have programming coming up in the next few weeks and in the summer. Dana, thank you so much. I can't wait to meet these young hairstylists when they come up.
I wanted to say that logo is my two daughters when they were that age. So the logo is very special to my heart. Those are my daughters.
I love that. We are spreading beauty and love right here on Love 225. Dana, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you, Brandy.
All right, we're going to check in with those young ladies in just a bit. We have had local influencer, Where to Go 225, Jordan Basham, stop by a couple of times. And every time when we ask her, where are some of the places that we have got to try and got to stop by, she always says this one place, Smoke Bayou. It's her absolute favorite. And now Love 225 is going to put it to the test. If y'all could smell what it smells like in this studio right now, Melvin is praise dancing over here behind the camera. Joining me today, the brains behind Smoke Bayou, the genius, the founder, the cook himself, Mr. Calvin Collier. Thank you so much for joining me.
How you doing?
First, we got to bless the spread. We got to address the spread. Tell me what we have here in front of us.
Address the spread. We got smoked brisket right here. I got my loaded potato. It got 5 meats. It's an ultimate potato. It has brisket, rib, chicken, sausage, pulled pork. And
Pause. Brisket, rib, chicken, sausage, and pulled pork.
And pulled pork.
Keep going.
And we top it with whatever toppings you would like it topped with: cheese, green onions, purple onions, jalapenos, and then we'll squirt a little barbecue sauce on the top.
What else we got over here, Calvin? We're going to get into that. But
We'll
tell
get
me what
into
else
this
we got.
later.
Okay.
But we got signature ribs, no sauce. We don't need no sauce, so that's why we call ourselves Smoke Bayou. And we got, you know, the chicken with the sausage, and we display some of our sides. The baked beans, we put meat in our baked beans. We got the mac, and we got smoked collards.
Smoked collards.
Smoked collards.
Is that a Calvin original?
That's a Calvin original.
That's a Smoke Bayou original.
That's smoked Bayou. We also do smoked cabbage.
So talk to me, Calvin. Tell me, we're going to talk about the food in a second. How did Smoke Bayou come to exist? It's so popular. The people who know about it, they know and they are loyal and faithful and they love it. Why?
I don't know.
Well, tell them, how did this come to? How did you get into cooking? Have you always been a cook?
I always been a cook, but I was forced into cooking from when I got sick with malaria, yeah.
But talk to me. Let's play some of those videos we've got. This is you. When was this?
That was 2006.
Okay, so you've always been the guy cooking stuff.
Cooking at work, cooking all for the guys and everything, so I always been cooking.
You've always been cooking. I love to see this kind of stuff that you would just pull up with a pot and people are eating good. They feel like they're eating good. Bless, they don't have to buy lunch. Now, I really like this picture because you told me that was in Africa. Talk to me about this story.
I was in Africa 2020 when I got home during the pandemic. My health started to decline when I got back home. Went to the hospital several times. They tested me for the COVID 10 times. Kept coming back negative, and then the doctor said, the last thing we're gonna check you for is malaria. Take 72 hours to get the test results back. And they sent me home, and 72 hours later, the doctor called me and said, get back here immediately. You tested positive for malaria.
And that could be fatal. So that was like a scare, it was a life-changing moment for you, was it not?
It was. While I was in the hospital, they couldn't find a medicine for me because nobody in America get malaria, so it took a while to get the medicine. They found it after 3-4 days, then they gave it to me, and then they kept me for another 2 days just to like watch me.
Yeah.
And I mean, the whole time I was in the hospital, I was just like, you know, if I make it through this, I'm not working in a plant anymore, I'm not driving a truck, I'm not doing anything, I'm gonna just start cooking. Okay,
now play this next set of video, and we're gonna talk about that. This is you on Ardenwood, is it not? With your dually truck and look like just a smoker. Is this the beginning of Smoke Bayou?
That's the beginning of Smoke Bayou.
And I love this huge rig right here. So talk to me, you got started, you almost died. You were inspired, you promised yourself, I'm gonna do this for real, and now it is its own thing. Malik Neighbors, LSU star, stopping by to visit. Throw your L's up. I love that. I love that for y'all. So talk to me about all the success you've had since you committed to it and you've been full steam ahead.
We get a lot of success with Coca-Cola. We're a vendor for Coca-Cola, Associated Groceries. We do LSU post-game meals, basketball, baseball, and football. Blue Cross Blue Shield. We just fed just about 2,000 people like 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
So I mean, it's
so you
like
gonna feed me?
The name. Oh, I'm feeding. I got a whole spread for y'all.
Okay, so let's get into it. I'm gonna save some of these sides and all of this for me. What do we have up here?
So right here we have a whole slab of real po' boy.
Okay, so the part that y'all didn't see was Calvin literally just pulled bones out of a whole slab of rib and threw it on a po' boy. And I just thought that was super impressive and fantastic. What else do we need to do to make this complete?
So we could just dress it. Dress it with all the nice toppings. You could go ahead and handle it yourself.
Okay.
You can put on there what you like on there.
You want to start with the lettuce?
Start with the lettuce.
Okay, so we're going to start with the lettuce. Y'all can't smell it, but it smells so good up in here. What else should I put? Tell me what else I put.
So you could go with some pickles.
Some pickles, okay. You know, I always wanted to make sandwiches like this. Okay, what else?
We can hit some onions.
Okay. And if you don't like onions, that's too bad, because onions are delicious, especially on a sandwich.
And tomatoes.
And tomatoes.
You probably have to come work at the shop for a while. You're dressing it up too good.
I'm doing too good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and what else?
Now you get the barbecue sauce.
Okay.
And you can squirt some sauce on it.
That's good?
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
And
oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Do you see my smile? Do you see my face?
Put that
I'm so
top
excited.
on there. And there you go.
Ooh, woo! I feel like Fred Flintstone. I want to just yabba dabba do and take a big bite of this big, huge sandwich. Calvin, if you had a message for people about why, if they haven't visited Smoke Bayou, why should they?
Hospitality. We love everyone that comes support our dream. And, you know, this is our home, so it's family. Everybody is family who crossed the threshold at Smoke Bayou.
I'm not going to put Lit on the spot right quick, but she here. His daughter is here. She helped to put this whole spread together this morning, and I appreciate them. At Smoke Bayou, that's the logo, that's the address, 4355 Inniswald. And you see that Instagram handle right there, at Smoke Bayou. Y'all go give Calvin a follow. Go show him some love. We're going to show this food some love. Look, Melvin over here nodding his head aggressively. And with that, we'll be right back. And we're back, and we're in the presence of a bunch of hairstylists. We're in the presence of the future of the cosmetology industry, cosmetologists in the making, and joining me to talk all about what they're doing with these mannequins over here is the founder and originator of Junior Cosmetology, Miss Dana Hayes. Thank you so much for sticking around.
Yes, ma'am.
And you brought all of our Junior Cosmetologists. Talk to me about what they're doing.
So we have Miss Layla right here. She's doing a she's curling with a flat iron. You can just come to the side. I don't know if they're able to catch that. But she's curling with a flat iron, and she's already curled her little bang part. And this is just going to be a curly updo. That's what Miss Layla is doing.
Now, I see everybody up here. We've already kind of prepped some of these mannequins,
Yeah.
but these are some of the things that they're learning. Are they learning, like, these braids? She's doing such a good job flipping and curling with that flat iron. Not everybody is able, but they really look like real professionals. Is this how it's supposed to be set up for the organization?
Yes, it's set up normally just like this. These braids were actually done on last Sunday by a young lady who took our class, and she was 13 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so she, you know, she really learned how to do it, and she took to it, and she mastered it.
Now we've got, let's go see Miss Hannah up here with this blue braided ponytail that we've got going on in this situation. Hannah, talk to us about what you've learned from joining Junior Cosmetology.
From joining Junior Cosmetology, I've learned to basically care for my own hair, know how to do like my own edges, and, you know, just do other simple styles, you know, when I don't feel like getting my hair done.
Let's turn this mannequin to the side, honey, so the people can see this little braid that she's got going on this ponytail, whipping it around like that. So, Miss Hannah, were you doing hairstyles like this prior to joining Junior Cosmetology?
No, ma'am, I really wasn't.
Really?
Yeah.
And now do you feel confident? Do your friends come to you and you're like, hey, slick my edges down for me?
Yeah, sometimes for maybe like locks or something, but yeah.
Well, the girls are so excited. They're learning so much. Dana, talk to me about, because it smells like a hair salon in here with their mannequins and their hot tools. Talk to me about, you know, when they get those tools in their hand, do they feel inspired to try more? Are they nervous when they first start?
Yeah, I think a lot of them are nervous when they first start, but I think once they get the curling irons in their hair and the flat irons, I think they definitely try to mimic what they've seen, you know, by going to the salon, and I think they're ready. I can just say, y'all come in, and here they go, they just got to come. And it's like, okay, we hadn't even started yet, but you know for sure that they are ready, and they want to do it, so they are definitely inspired. The ones who come in who know how to braid already, we teach them how to braid with hair extensions. The ones that's a little bit more advanced and already doing hair, maybe we can teach them, and we have taught them a traditional sew-in, like the braid down for a traditional sew-in, and just with the leave out. So we definitely meet each child where they are. So if they don't even know how to flat iron, we go through the basic steps of flat ironing as well. We're chasing it with the comb, and I believe this is what she is doing. She's doing like basically a soup press. You know, she came in kind of natural, and she's getting it all straight, and she's using the flat iron with the comb, and she's following it all the way down.
And we're working on mannequins because obviously your real hair can be damaged, but everybody's learning it so well, and then you can apply some of that to your everyday getting ready routine, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your favorite thing to teach the young ladies in Junior Cosmetology? What's the #1 skill you think that they need to learn when they come through?
I think the #1 skill is probably curling, you know, just knowing how to curl hair. I think that that's something that is kind of hard to do. Sometimes a lot of them come in with the natural technique of knowing how to braid. so they can kind of catch on quickly. But curling and turning that wrist, you know, that's kind of difficult for them to do. And they all try to master it. By the time the end of the class or the middle of the class, they've gotten it. And when it's time to go, nobody wants to leave because they've learned, you know, they got the technique now, so they want to go ahead and complete it.
Okay, well, Hannah, if you wanted to give people a message about why they should sign up for Junior Cosmetology, don't make that face. If you had to tell people why they should sign up for Junior Cosmetology, why should they?
You should sign up for Junior Cosmetology because I feel like a lot of young teenagers, they don't really know. You know, everybody wants to get their hair done, but nobody knows how to do their hair, really. So I feel like if you come to this class, you know, you can learn how to do your hair. You don't have to be trying to get your hair done every 2 weeks. Like, you can learn, you know, the basics. It don't have to be like, you don't have to learn how to install a wig, but you can learn how to do something simple to your hair.
All right, that is a perfect answer because I'm about to ask y'all for volunteer. Who wants to lay my edges this morning? Raise your hand. Y'all don't all have to, well, dang, nobody gonna raise their hand. Okay, with that, pull up that full screen of information so people know where they can go to sign up for more information from Junior Cosmetology. You can follow the ladies on Instagram. You can email Dana, onejuniorcosmetology@gmail.com. Dana, ladies, thank y'all so much for stopping by. We're gonna go to break. They're gonna lay my edges, okay? No choices here. We're gonna do that, and we'll be right back.
P.S. We've got something very special here in South Louisiana. As always, we want to continue to share it with you. So go like, follow, and share the Love 225 show on social media because we cannot wait to continue to share your stories and spread the love, y'all. As always, Love 225.